welcome back to my channel. Today I have a tiny junk journal that I finally finished. I had the part 1. I'll leave that link below. This journal I just kind of created on my own. You know, I'm starting to get my mojo back, which is wonderful, and I feel like I'm able to create a little bit better now. It just was before, I just had nothing in me. But anyway, I had thought this was going to be a quick, easy journal to put together in a few hours, but it ended up turning out to be a lot more than that. I just couldn't leave it alone. So anyway, it's a little chunky for a little mini journal. But this is the one that was inspired by Ruby and Pearl. And when my mojo was bad, it just seemed like it was a doable project at the time. Anyway, so let's do the flip through here. So if you remember, I used my French Curiosa digitals, and it's basically kind of like a layering type of journal. So it starts out with a smaller, and then it kind of the pages get bigger, but then in the middle, I think I have some different sizes throughout, but the main pieces kind of look like that at least at first, before I added all the the goodies, the fluff. So I use a lot of Lavish laces, Neary's laces, Sheila from Boho Daydreams, and Crafty Me Shop. So like I have a plethora of different things, plus some vintage things if I had that in my stash. Okay, so I just put this little dangle here on one of the paper clips. Just thought, you know, these would be fun to hang off here. Since I printed the ephemera at 50%, it made these little tiny tags, so I just put that on there. And then I have it wrapped with the chiffon, and I did not take that off. I just put it through the ribbon here. And because this little hole was like really close to the top, I've just put one of Sheila's little tiny trim pieces there as a little accent, and it needed something anyway. So this picture is something that I took a picture of. It was in North Carolina, and we did a walkthrough of the mountains and the waterfalls, and they had this garden full of beautiful flowers, and the bees were all buzzing around and taking the nectar from plant to plant, and I just loved it. I was having so much fun taking pictures of those things. Anyway, so I have some French digitals here from French Curiosa, and these were originals that I made into the digital. And I just added some little heart blingy things there. There's a little sparkle, and then I love the handwriting. This is a collage lace masterboard that I took a picture of and added a little flower on it. And then I have a little bit of trim here. Now this is not a pocket. I just wanted to be able to see that page and these pages. And then on this one, I did put a little bit, a few layers of things here. This little trim, and this was from Lavish Laces, and then I just added some of the ephemera, you know, made these really tiny. And then here's one of my collage pages. So I put that in there, and that's a little tiny little pocket. Then I have one of Sheila's little bead dangles here. So pretty. I love that one. It's got a lot of facets on it, and parts of it are matte, and then parts of it are like shiny, glossy. So such a pretty little dangle there. And then this is just held on by this paper clip, and I'm just going to take that off for now and put this back on. So I have a little teeny tiny envelope here, and I just decorated it with some trims, a vintage button, And then I did put a little tiny Velcro just so that it would stay closed. And then I lined it with some coffee dyed paper. And then I added, I took one of the tags and I just folded it in half and cut down the length a little bit to make a little tiny book. And then I put a couple of the ephemera pieces like in a tuck spot there. Just a little tiny little book in there that you can jot some information down on there. And it's right there. And then over here, I just decorated the page with some vintage items, some pretty tatting there. This was from Gisella's vintage, I think it was an antique lace kit. And then I put Sheila's little piece of her little bling there because she sells these boho trims that have pretty sparkly and pearls. And all you need is a little accent of that. And then here I just have a couple of pieces of ephemera. And you can write on these. I did back most of them with coffee dyed paper. And that just attaches there so that you can see the bow at the top. And then here I have a little belly band. And I put one of the tags in and one of the ephemera pieces here. Whoops. So I just put that under that right there. And then this will hold that in there so it won't slide out. And then here's another page here. This was part of the Lace Masterboard papers. And then here's another little envelope. And you can tuck something in there. I lined it as well. And then I just put some of this seam binding right there. And then here's another photo that I took. And it turned out so pretty. These were the white daisies. And then here I have a postcard and I just decorated it with little bits and pieces. And there's another little piece of Sheila's trim there. And then here is the other side of my collage digital page. All of these papers are in the French Curiosa digitals. And then here I have a lace flip up, some music paper, and a little piece of the ephemera tucks right under there. So you can see like everything is like different lengths and heights, and that's what I loved about this. It didn't matter if it was overhanging. And over here I have another little pocket with some vintage trims, appliques, and some ephemera from the kit. And then I have another belly band that I made with Gisella's vintage trim. I just loved that trim so much with the embroidery on it. Gorgeous. And then I just put a little something here on one of the journaling cards. And here's one of the tags in the larger size, which is the normal size. And added some trim and some tatting there. And then you have some music paper. I think there's German music paper. And then here is a tag. So this is, I kind of collaged two different pieces. And then where they met, I added this trim. So it's I love how the base of the journal is like, you know, different papers front and back that I glued together because I didn't use the thicker paper. So anyway, this is one of the tags, and I have a little piece of Sheila's trim there. And then here's some vintage trims and the other side of the lace masterboard papers. And this lace masterboard paper is in the French Curiosa. Here's some more. Little tuck spot there with this. And there's some more French writing in the background. Here is a little clock ephemera piece and some applique, and then I have a corner pocket here. I have these two pieces of ephemera in there. And then over here I have a little like corner pocket that I use with the linen and some, it's like the corner that has the crocheted part attached to the linen there. A little applique and a little dangling tag and another ephemera piece. And then this page actually flips out. And you can see where I pieced it together with different pieces of the paper. And then I added a tag in there. And I just closed it with this. And then here is some more French ledger type paper. And then I have a little digital journaling card in there. And that's pretty much it. I left this open. You can tuck a little something in there. Just added some lace and some trim here, and that's the outside page. Isn't that so cute? This journal turned out really cute, so it's got lots of goodness in there. All right, guys, so there is my little mini, tiny little journal. And I hope you like her as much as I do. She's so fun, and I just love how it fits in your hand right there. It's so cute. All right, guys, thanks so much for stopping by, and I will talk to you soon. I'll be back with another project soon. All right, bye for now.